So good day everyone. My name is Raylan Tavilla. Um, this subject is all about the child and adolescent learners and learning principles. And my topic is all about the teratology and hazards to prenatal development. So in this presentation, we will explore how certain factors can affect the growth and health of a baby before birth. So here's my learning outcomes. I will explain the most common hazards in prenatal development. So now let's proceed. In teratology. So now what is teratology? Teratology is the field that investigates the causes of congenital or birth defects. So now what is congenital defects? So a congenital defects is a birth defect is an abnormal condition that presents at birth regardless of its cause. Birth defects may result in disabilities. So the disabilities can range from mild to severe. So ito yung mga batang pinanganak or mga inborn na parang isa sila sa mga PWD. So parang sila yung mga batang may disabilities talaga. Inborn na may disabilities. So ito yung mga causes. Yung mga causes dahil it depends na lang sa mga parents kung ano yung mga ginawa nila nung pinagbubuntis pa nila yung mga anak nila. So now, what is teratology? So teratology, it investigates how environmental factors can affect the development of a fetus. So on teratogen, so teratogen or it is a substance that interferes with normal fetal development and cause congenital disabilities. So ito yung mga causes ito yung mga examples ng teratogen. So firstly is the drugs, alcohol, chemicals, and toxic substance. So saan talaga nanggaling ang teratology? Yung teratology is from the word tera. It comes from the Greek word tera. It means monster. So alam naman natin kung what is the monster. Ito yung mga nakikita niyo pa lang. Alam niyo na yung mga nakakatakot, no? So now let's proceed to the clusters of hazards in prenatal development. First is the prescription and non-prescription drugs. So the prescription drugs are medication that requires a doctor. And non-prescription drugs are the medications that can be purchased without a prescription from healthcare provider. So ito yung mga gamot na binibili na lang over the counter medicine. So one of the example, so there are the examples of the prescription and non-prescription drugs. So firstly is the diet pills. So diet pills, their potential to disrupt fetal development and cause complication for the mother and baby. So ito yung yung diet pills talaga, ito yung mga iniinom or yung mga mother nga na mga kahit pregnant na sila or buntis na sila, meron pa rin silang mga tinitake na gamot para sa kanilang sarili o yung mga pampaputi or yung mga pampapayat na mga from the word diet pills talaga yung mga tinitake pa rin nila kahit buntis sila. So ito yung mga nakaka-disrupt para sa fetal development of a baby. So second is the aspirin. So aspirin is when you take yung aspirin talaga, wala naman talagang clearly evidence na sinasabi na nakakasama yung aspirin para sa mga pregnant mother. So ito lang talaga yung nakakasama when you're taking a high dose also could raise the risk of a baby. Yung sumusobra na or sobra na yung pag-inom mo, ito na talaga yung nakakasama para sa development ng bata. So lastly, in my example of all about the prescription and non-prescription drugs is the coffee. So coffee can pose risk during prenatal development primarily due to its ability to cross the placenta and affect fetal growth and development. So hindi naman talaga nakakasama yung coffee. Yung nakakasama lang talaga is yung caffeine. yung caffeine is one of the substance of the coffee. So ito yung mga nakakaapekto na kapag nasobrahan ka, ito yung nakakaapekto na talaga sa development ng bata. So second is the psychoactive drugs. So psychoactive drugs are substances that when taken and or administered in one's system and affect the mental process. Yung makakaapekto sa utak o pag-iisip ng isang bata. So ito yung including the in psychoactive drugs are the nicotine, caffeine, and the illegal drugs such as marijuana, cocaine, and heroin. Ito yung mga examples ko. So firstly is yung nicotine. Yung nicotine is ito talaga yung nasa cigarettes. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na pinagbabawal ko. Yung minimalize lang yung paggamit or yung ng cigarettes kasi isa ito sa mga nakakasama sa development ng isang bata. So next or second examples is the illegal drugs. So such as dito isa yung marijuana, cocaine, and heroin. So yung illegal drugs, firstly is yung marijuana. Yung marijuana isa itong gamot or isa itong uri ng gamot nakakagamot para sa mga may sakit. Yung lang talaga is yung mga taong masyadong o yung over na ginagamit. So if yung mother na buntis na kapag gumagamit ng isang illegal drugs, nakakaapekto talaga ito sa development ng bata. Especially is yung sa pag-iisip or sa yung sa mental process ng isang bata. Maapektuhan yung mental process ng isang bata. So based on the research of Eskenazi et al. In 1999, that research found that pregnant women who drank more caffeinated coffee were more likely to have preterm deliveries and newborns with lower birth weight compared to their counterparts who did not drink caffeinated coffee. So you will see in that picture na makikita nyo naman dyan na yung may mga parts sa mukha pa lang, may mga parts na parang hindi normal. So makikita nyo dyan, so sa dito sa mukha ng isang bata is parang hindi normal, no? Makikita nyo. So yan yung effect ng isang psychoactive drugs kapag masyadong ginagamit ng isang pregnant woman o ng isang ina. So isa din ito is yung heavy drinking by pregnant women results to the fetal alcohol syndrome, which is cluster of abnormalities that appears in the children of mothers who drink alcohol heavily during pregnancy. So these abnormalities include facial deformities and defective limbs, face, and heart. So nasasabi din dito yung the abnormalities include facial deform. Parang hindi masyadong nadideform yung mukha, no? Yung may ganito, no? May mga ganyan na sa mukha. Or hindi na normal yung pag-form ng mukha ng isang bata. So most of these children are below average in intelligence and some are mentally retarded. So based on the study of Olson in 2000 and Burgess in 1996. So in fetal and neonatal deaths are higher among smoking mothers. There are also higher incidences of preterm births and lower birth weights among children with smoking mothers. Ito yung mga pregnant women na gumagamit talaga ng cigarettes, halos inaaraw-araw nila kapag naubos, naninigarilyo na naman. Parang hindi na mapipigilan is kasi ito na yung nakasanayan na talaga ng isang woman. Pero Sinasabi ko lang na i-minimalize nila yung paggamit ng isang cigarettes kasi may substance itong nicotine na nakakasama sa mental process ng isang bata. So that's all in my report. So thank you for each and everyone. Sana may natutunan kayo sa video na ito in all about the hazards in prenatal development or the teratology and hazards to prenatal developments. So once again, my name is Raylan Tobella from Davao Oriental State University in Katiil Campus. So that's all. Thank you for each everyone of you.